sorry. Completely excuse that nonsense, and this just didn't start well. I don't know why, but I really wanted to shoot outside today in my garden, my mini garden, what I call it, as it's very small. But I really wanted to shoot outside today. I don't know why. I just feel good, or maybe more comfortable and confident among my plants. So, but there's too much of heat. Okay, no problem. Just let's get started. Hi guys, how are you doing? And welcome to my channel. This is Joyita. If you already know me, I'm an artist and illustrator. I love telling stories, I love books, I love painting, and well, that is my job. And I love plants and many more things. And more importantly, I really love living these things. So if you already know me through Instagram, you know how I work and what I do. And if you are new here, do check out my profile on Instagram to find out my other work and the style I work in. Also, if you have not yet checked out my previous videos, do check that out. They are all on the feed. I mean, all on YouTube. And let me know how you find it. And I'm seeing that many of you are watching the videos but are not actually subscribing or liking or commenting. Please do that, because that will be really encouraging for me too. So today's topic is, well, as you said, to show all the sketchbooks that I own and I have. So I'll be sharing those with you with the brands, and I'll tell you which one I like and which one I don't like, and which one I enjoy and which one I use in what way. So I hope you'll enjoy it. So without any further ado, let's get started with our video today. Also, one thing I want to mention is there are crows and birds chirping, so I hope you'll excuse me with those noises. So if you know, I'm a huge sketchbook enthusiast, you can say, and I have a lot of sketchbook. And when I mean a lot, like my family members and my friends and everyone get pissed, and they ask me whether I have actually finished a sketchbook. I actually finished using one sketchbook, but I always fail to answer because I am guilty of not finishing them. But I love collecting sketchbooks. I love working on them, and okay, I think you can just have a hobby of collecting something, right? Without any guilt. Start with the most recent ones, which I was using almost like yesterday or maybe today morning. So I was recently using this one, the bigger one actually, and I have used a lot of these sketchbooks and they are really good. I totally love it. One of my definite favorites, and they do come in two kind of pages. It's white and beige, so a part is tinted and a part is white. So that is how it is, and it has got two different sizes. So this one is quite handy to carry around, wherever you're going, you can just carry it. And this one is quite big, so I do keep it indoors and I do try to work on it. Oops. Okay, as I already dropped one of them, so I'm just handling one right now because I am a bit clumsy. I know. Okay, so let's talk about this one first. This is really good. I like the pages. They are not really thick pages, not meant for watercolor, they say, but it works perfectly fine for me. I mean, I got it from Amazon or the Creative Hands website. You can get it from the website with a discount of 10% with my discount code, and I totally love it. The reason why I love it is very tolerant. And when I say tolerant, this actually is very good with watercolors, with inks, with markers, with charcoal, with pencils, with pastels. So I have used a lot of different mediums on this sketchbook and it worked perfectly for me. So you can definitely give it a try, and it has got a lot of pages. So you don't need to worry about the limited amount of pages, and generally thick sketchbooks aren't available, and I really like thick sketchbooks because I have a lot of pages to work on. I can just scribble on them and still I'll have a lot of pages left. And this too comes in those two colors of pages. This do crumples a bit when you use heavy watercolor on it, but I'm totally fine with it. I like it rather because this kind of looks rustic and used and beautiful. As I said, it's imperfect but it's fine. And I'll show you the watercolors that I did here. Look at this one. So this was quite a heavy watercolor. I used like the different layers of washes on it, and this did not bleed at all. So these marks are from this painting because I have closed the wet book. I mean the book while the painting was wet, but this painting doesn't leave any impression on this page. So that is something very important for me because this tells how good the paper is. So when I paint, even though the pages are quite thin, when you paint on this, it doesn't leave a mark on this. So I have more watercolors and I do write a bit on these, just a character design and many more sketches. So if you can see, and they are completely fine. And I have even worked on both the side of the pages. Have a look. This I have used markers, some gold paint, watercolors, ink, and again here I have used watercolors. This one is completely watercolor, I guess. And look at this one too. This one also I have used a lot of watercolors and I have worked on both the sides. So I have almost used up the whole sketchbook. So this is one of the sketchbooks that I have really used. So highly recommend it. Totally love this Fabriano Artist Journal. The next one is from a brand. You will get them on Instagram. There's the website is also there. It is from Kagazi and the owner is my friend and she creates some great sketchbooks. Trust me on this. I'll show you and prove it why this is good. The papers are, I guess, 160 GS, 110. I need to check and tell you. I'll mention it here. Okay, so this sketchbook is great for watercolors. I do use gouache, I do use ink, I do use markers on it too. I have not really used much markers on it, but it works great with watercolors. Like this one was with ink, and as you can see, it doesn't leave any mark on the next page. So this one is there, it's done with ink, and the next page is completely fine and you can use it for another drawing. These sketchbooks are available in a different size too, different bindings, different format. There's a small one, a pocket one which you can carry while you're traveling. This one is great. This one is A5. There's A3 too. I will definitely show you that. So this is the A3 one, and this is again from Kagazi, and the same kind of cartridge papers, great for watercolors. I have done like big paintings on it and I totally loved it, and definitely the next page was completely fine, and I did another painting on the next page. So highly recommend it. Totally love Kagazi sketchbooks. So you can just go and check them out on Instagram and you'll get a lot of different kind of sketchbooks from them. So do give it a try and you'll totally enjoy. This is a random sketchbook that I actually stumbled upon on Amazon. I'll share the link in the description, and I love this sketchbook. Like, I had no idea, nobody recommended this to me. I just liked that it is a black cover sketchbook, and it is quite thick and has a lot of pages, and a few of the reviews were good too on Amazon, but it was just a guesswork, and I just bought it randomly, and guess what, I loved it. So this is the first one. I just added a little unicorn sticker on this because I love it. Okay, but this book is my go-to sketchbook right now after the Fabriano and Kagazi ones. I'm totally loving it, doing a lot of sketches. I showed the sketchbook in my last video to you too. It is quite good with watercolor, and I was surprised because the texture of the page didn't seem like it'll hold good watercolor, but it actually did. It actually did hold the watercolors well, and also the inks worked well too. But one thing I noticed, that when I was using ink or dip pen or the fountain pens, the pages were a bit rough for that, and they are making marks on the pages. So that is the only thing that was not okay with the sketchbook. But otherwise, this works unexpectedly well. Like, I didn't expect it to work so well with watercolors, and it's, when a sketchbook can hold good watercolor, it's like finding a soulmate. The binding of the sketchbook is also quite interesting. It seems hand bound, and also it has a cover, and this is quite detachable. So that is the whole thing about this sketchbook. Also highly recommend it because I love it. Sorry guys, I really had to move in. There was a lot of noise outside and that was not really sounding good, so I have to do my rest of the video indoors. And okay, let's get back to what we were discussing, that is the sketchbook. So I have few more left, though I'll make another video later mentioning the other sketchbooks that I have, especially which I bought from random shops and from local shops. So for today, I have few more sketchbooks to share with you. So the next one I really want to share with you is this Brushtro sketchbook. This is another pocket sketchbook. You can call it a pocket sketchbook as it is quite small, handy, and again it comes with a band, which is I like that thing. Okay, so this is good for watercolor. I have used ink and even acrylic on this. So this is quite good and I like the sketchbook. The page quality is good. Doesn't really show on the next page even if you use ink and markers. I have used ink and markers over here, and the next page kind of looks like this. So you can already, you can judge the book by how it looks. So this is also available on Amazon, on Creative Hands website. You can get it. This is also highly recommended. I totally love the sketchbooks. They also have different other sketchbooks which I will definitely make and make another video for. The part 2 for the random sketchbooks, and that will have the tinted sketchbooks too. I'll show it to you. Now I don't have them here in my home, so I'll bring them, will show you, and I hope you like them too because they are quite interesting, and as they come in different shades like grey, tinted papers. So Brushtro is a good brand to go for sketchbooks. Another brand I really came across on Amazon and I fell in love with, totally fell in love with, especially because of their range of sketchbooks, the kind of sketchbooks they make, and also the sizes available, which is quite interesting because they have A3, A4, A5, A6, A7. So they have all the sizes of sketchbook, and that is quite convenient because you can just select the ones you like. Like I have this A3 one. This is quite big and I have done a lot of work over here, and this also has good paper. I like the paper Menora provides. I'll definitely add the link on the description. And I have also done a lot of sketches over here, watercolors, inks, and this kind of handles the watercolor very well. And again, it is a very tolerant sketchbook, so you can definitely go for Menora sketchbooks. I totally love it. And if you have seen my videos or reels on Instagram, I do work on the smaller sketchbook that is also from Menora, and that is A7 size from Menora, and they do come with a band, which is again great because I just do one thing when I'm traveling. I collect leaves, flowers, and whatever it is, I put it inside, I put on the band, and everything is safe inside. So I definitely like this system. I like the size. I like all the sizes that are available. The pages are great. Highly, highly, highly recommended. Menora is doing great and they have really, really good sketchbooks. Also, I would again like to mention this purple sketchbook, which is quite pretty. These are also customizable from Kagezi. You can just get your names written. So Kagezi, as I already mentioned in my previous mentions, that these sketchbooks are great. They hold good watercolors, and you can just give it a try with gouache, ink, and markers and pens and everything. So this is quite good. Just had to show you because I really like the color. It's pretty. They are also available in blue, red, brown. So go check that out. Check out their website, and I hope you like them. Let's go to the next sketch. There are 2 and 3 more sketchbooks that I'll show you in this video. The rest will be in the next video, in the part 2, where I'll mention more unique and different sketchbooks. But these are the mentions that I really wanted to do in the beginning. So this is the part 1, and let's get into the next sketchbook. So I got this interesting, beautiful sketchbook from Amazon, and I don't remember the brand name. I'm so sorry. I'll try to mention the brand and just add them in the description link below, so that you can go and check out. This sketchbook is good, though I have not yet worked on it, so can't really review on this particular one because I have not done anything, and I really liked using the pen on it, and that kind of worked fine, but I really want to make better use of this brown paper. So I'll definitely let you know later how it is in some other videos. So let's get on to the next sketchbook. Okay, the next one is this Oxford sketchbook. This is quite good. I really like this sketchbook. This is quite an old one, and these sketchbooks, I really like the square shape. So when you're in a mood to draw on a different shape or in a different canvas, so that really is great. And this also had a band, which this is not the sketchbook's fault. I tore the band. I don't know why, and I totally love the sketchbook. Again, very tolerant to watercolor. I use a lot of different mediums on this, and that worked perfectly for me. And as you can see, I have done a lot of sketches. The watercolor looks beautiful after even if you layer it on it, and the paper just absorbs the watercolor beautifully. This is Oxford, most probably Anupama or something, I don't remember, but this sketchbook, this is Oxford sketchbook, and I'm sure you love it. I loved it and totally recommend it. Okay, let's end with one sketchbook that I recently bought. This is quite an expensive one, so I'll mention it. This is the sketchbook. It is from Art Creation, and I bought it from Amazon, and this was recommended by some other fellow artist on Instagram, and I kind of love the sketchbook. It holds the watercolor well. The papers are good. I did a complete doodle on this with markers, which worked well, and it didn't show on the next page, so that kind of worked for me. So I totally love this sketchbook too. This also comes with a band, and I like it. It's quite handy, and I can just carry it with me whenever I want to, and I totally loved all the sketchbook that I mentioned today, and I bet you will love it too. Do give it a try. See which one works for you. Try to explore and experiment with the sketchbook. It might have different papers. Just make sure you use it in the proper way and make the best use of them. So that is most important, how you use it. Just see what the paper likes, how the paper behaves, what the paper can give you. Just see and study the characteristics of your sketchbook, and then treat it that way, and definitely you will love all the sketchbooks that I mentioned today, because I showed it, because I totally love them. I will make the second video where I will show the other sketchbooks that I love. That video will have a lot of handmade sketchbooks, the ones I made, the ones I bought from Instagram and from other places too. So I will definitely share them with you, and I'm sure you like them. Also, I would ask you people to do something. So it is my request, just let me know which sketchbook you have already used, which one you have liked, and if you have any recommendation, because if you have the recommendation, mention it in the comment section so that others can see too and they can get that sketchbook and recommend me too, so that I can also get the sketchbook and use them. And well, that is all. And another thing that I want to mention before ending the video is, do mention which sketchbook you want me to work on. So I want to make videos on each sketchbook, like I do an artwork on each sketchbook. Do tell me which one I should do, and the one that will get the most votes, I'll do the next video on that. So here it is, it's all. And I hope you like the video, I hope you like the recommendations. Let me know if you buy them, let me know if you like them, let me know what you make on them. We can just have a chat about that, and I can make more videos on them too if you want. Ask me if you have any queries, mention your suggestions in the comment section, and that's all. I had to mention this. I mentioned a book that I was reading in my last video, that is Book Thief. I have not yet finished that book, but I hope I'll finish it soon. I have a huge workload and I'm working on multiple projects right now, for which I can't read regularly, but I'm listening to a lot of audiobooks and I'm totally loving it. Audiobooks, Kindle, physical books, everything is good. If you're reading, that is okay. So just don't feel that I have to read a physical book. Is Kindle good? Is an audiobook good? So right now I'm just listening to more audiobooks as I have a lot of work. After that I will continue reading, and I really want to finish the Book Thief, as I am totally loving it. I didn't abandon it because I was not liking it. I can't do it right now because I have a lot of work to finish. So as soon as I finish them, I finish the book too, and I will tell you how it was.